The Montana locations of Robert the Bruce were filmed in and around the Yellowstone Film Ranch, with locations and sets spanning from the small towns of Livingston to Prey. Yellowstone Film Ranch is quickly becoming the go-to full-service studio and backlot for Montana's burgeoning film industry. The area of Sage Lodge in Prey is home to YFR's Western Town backlot. The sets of the Western Town are all carefully constructed with the finest craftsmanship. Each period detail has been painstakingly recreated to make sure both quality and historical integrity of the Old West are depicted. From the saloon wallpaper to the church windows, exquisite research and thoughtful creativity have been put into every detail. On our recent visit to the ranch, executive producer Carter Beohm and director Richard Gray gave Scotweek an inside look at this beautiful Old West town.
So we did not stain the windows because we don't know what kind of church it's going to be, but they do have where you can put on there plastic and it will look stained-glass, depending on your denomination.
It's beautiful.
But you can see, you can come over here and you can unbolt all of this, that's steel, and unbolt everything, and we hook onto it with a crane and it just lifts right in.
Wow.
So,
very fun.
not very many buildings you can do that with.
And so that's how you're able to do the church
fire.
fire.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Beautiful. And of course, this is perfect for the West because I don't believe that the West had stained glass windows in their churches.
I don't think they did, but you don't know what movie's coming in and what they want to do.
And what country there might be,
Yeah.
like Scotland.
Exactly right, yeah. So this is going to be the sheriff and the jail. And again, we have more to do in here. But
this is nuisance being here.
yeah.
Ooh.
But it's also set where you can break out of jail, the horse and the rope, and then hold it open. And then I want you to notice something. This can be New Mexico, Arizona, Nebraska.
So because we could design it from scratch and all the Western towns have been cobbled together over time, but because we could design it from a film perspective, we could build things in that movable, create more space. And then again, for film to be able to put a camera 2 yards further back is so good.
Yeah.
And so we were able to make it bigger because, you know, all the existing ghost towns, everything was tiny back then.
Real tiny.
But with film, we want it to be big. These just went in the roofs of the cells because it was too easy to get out. But all locally made. Like everything here is locally made.
Welcome to our saloon. Everything that's been built here has been built by hand. And as you can look around, even the wallpaper, we had to do research to make sure it was the appropriate era. The bar was hand built here on site, which is very difficult to do. And they did a lot of research to make sure that it was appropriate for that era. And you can see it's got the copper in it.
It's gorgeous.
Thank you. And let me tell you something. We did the livery stable, and when we were done with that, we had a crew. And so I said, let's put that crew to help build the saloon. And our saloon crew said, absolutely not. Nobody's going to build this but us, because in 20 years, when we're watching a TV or a movie, we're going to kick back and say, I built that. So the pride of craftsmanship is unbelievable on this whole town. Everybody was so, you know, they said they build $10 million homes at the Yellowstone Club at Big Sky, and they say when they're done, they don't get invited to the party, they don't get to see anything. Well, think about it,
Yeah,
you know?
true.
And so in this case, they now are attached to this for life. And so we have an incredible crew of people. We've got some hidden things over there.
This is stunning.
This is where the potbelly stove will go, the old piano or organ, we haven't decided yet. Then if you want some secret things,
Of course. Who doesn't want some secret things?
because movie magic, you know, so you come back here
Oh my gosh.
and
I thought he was going to grab a bottle of scotch for a minute.
this will be full commercial kitchen.
Wow.
So that we can feed the staff and cast and crew and everybody. So, and of course it's hidden, so that they can be preparing meals while they're shooting, as opposed to bringing a catering in a trailer and giving substandard food. This is fresh and hot.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. It can either be a false wall here or have two bordellos or one big one. So,
And we have to keep, because it's interesting for us to not have a particular film in mind, because it's a different side of the brain. For us, we'd usually be like, well, I'll do this here, do this here.
Yeah.
But actually, it needs to be more of a blank canvas, so somebody can come in and say, I want this to be an office, or I want this to be a hotel.
So it's very versatile. I want to tell you about the church, if I may.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's very authentic. It's 64 feet or 6 stories from the cross to the ground. And it's very versatile in that you can remove the cross, the steeple, and whatever we call that below that, if you can see where those windows are. So you can make the church a poorer church. So you can put the steeple all the way down there. You can eliminate the steeple. So you've got 3 or 4 different types of churches that you can have all in one.
Amazing.
And also, and this is really cool, everybody in Western wants to burn the church down. I don't know if you've ever seen that,
Yes.
but they do. So we built this out of steel, as you'll see when you go into the church, so that we can unbolt it, we can lift the church up, and we can move it. So that we build a skeleton to burn.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So we're not burning a $500,000 building.
Right.
So that was part of our design, and again, a little movie magic.